I think Texas does have like bunny ranches somewhere.
Bunny Ranch,
I've heard
the Bunny Ranch. It's a very famous spot that everybody should go and visit if they're in Texas.
I've never gone looking for a bunny ranch.
Someone accused you of fornicating with a prostitute, and now you bringing up the prostitutes and saying everybody should go and visit. It would add some water. And the person's a known liar.
That person is Jesus. I'll call him out. The man's a fucking piece of shit. He's a liar. He's been on this warpath. Welcome to the One Up Podcast. I am your host, El Caballo, a.k.a. Tony, a.k.a. the CEO, a.k.a. the cashier, a.k.a. the check signer, a.k.a. the depositor, a.k.a. the motherfucker withdrawer. I'm out here. I'm back for another beautiful recording.
Tony, do you think the dolphins dream?
I was more stuck on him saying the withdrawer.
Yeah, I was just gonna move past that one.
Yeah, I wanted to move past that too. As soon as I said that, I was like, let's just keep
The
flow.
withdrawer.
Do you think insects have diarrhea?
Absolutely.
And
they have digestive systems though? Like, I mean, worms just like push the dirt straight through, right? Like, do they process it? I don't even know.
Imagine not being able to take off clothes while you're pooping on the toilet. That's the best feeling when you have diarrhea. You just start kicking off all your clothes. Your shirt.
Here with me tonight.
Doey's in the right, because like, you get the little diarrhea sweats. You kind of want to get out of your little boxers and things like that. No, I'm with it. They do this in the animal kingdom. It's called molting. You ever see a bug get rid of their skin? That's when they take bad shit. Every time they take a bad shit, they shed their skin. They're like, they just shimmy out of that shit.
That's definitely not why, but
that was my diarrhea. That was my diarrhea skin. I'm done with it.
Just like Iago.
No, I don't remember Iago doing any shits or shimmies.
anyways, here were some of my nearest and dearest in the building. I got my dog Pucho in the building.
What's going on, my brother?
Tony's training to be a waiter. He waited till you took that sip to say your name.
Hey,
Stick.
Gotta be a professional. Professionalism. I'm waiting for you to...
Little professionalism.
It's just, just a little bit.
I felt rushed. I didn't think you were going to go to me because I was sipping.
Now
he's going to introduce Doe now that he walked off.
Yeah, he's going to go for Doe.
Also in the building, got my dog Cat. Cat's in the back there, chilling. Being
Cat's
very
in the
professional.
Back. Attacks him.
That don't mean to go pet the cat. That means to come back. Also in the building, I got my dog Doe with the socks hat.
What's up? What's up? Yeah, this is a fresh one too.
It doesn't look fresh.
Freshly copped. This is a freshly copped black tea. Freshly copped. I had to do myself a little.
It looks
favor.
like one of those distress hats. Like, is that distressed?
It's a fabric. It is a fabric. It has a texture to it. When you do, it's cloth. It's not like it's not your normal texture. Yes, you're right for seeing that. It's a good fashion.
It's not a new era like your typical new era material. It is a new era, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah. It's not the material of our typical new eras that we buy, but it is not a distressed.
I don't know about distressed.
If it was. My Hennessy
but the shit is crisp.
Yes,
it don't look crisp on me. It looks faded in certain areas on my screen.
Distress would be like at the edge of the
like missing chunks and like dirty.
Oh, that's what I was just asking. I can't really tell.
A brown patch or like a bleached side or something.
Maybe my camera's fucked up or his camera's fucked. I don't know. All I'm saying is there's fucking faded spots all on his hat. So I'm just asking.
Boo boo. I'm taking back your fashion sense. You have no fashion sense.
I have no fashion sense. This guy was. But
yeah, half sweats, half jeans. Fashion icon.
Also in the building, last but not least, is my dog Mateo. With the
you see my fresh new hat too,
I was just about to say that. Yeah.
Ooh.
This is not a new hat. This
That's
hat
an old
has been all over the damn
Why
country.
you just say, yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, an hour ago, he was like, why the fuck does my hat look this way? And he ran away to go and clean his hat.
I did have to clean my hat a little bit. This is about as good as it gets with this hat. This hat has been off-roading in the Las Vegas desert. This hat has been dunked into multiple rivers all over the country. This hat's had some love.
That's awesome though. That's like that natural look on a hat when it's been through the shit. Those are the looks I like. Natural, distressed looks. Not the brand new fucking straight brim shit on that New York shit where they had to have the flattest brim. If that shit was a little curvature, that shit wouldn't be good. That's some old school New York shit. That shit used to bug me out.
It's still like that. It's still like that.
Another thing too is when niggas be doing the untucking of the ear on the hats, the ears just be flapped out. Like you gotta tuck your shit in. I never understood why people have their ears just flapped out off their
I've
hats.
never seen anyone do that.
A lot of Florida niggas do that
My
shit.
dad told me, why the fuck do you have your ears in your hat like that? And I took my ears and I flapped them out and I looked like a fucking elf. And he's like, put them back in.
Instantly
His real complaint is, why the fuck is your hat so big that it's covering your ears? Because usually you wear a cap, it's tight, around your head.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we ghetto bastards, we buy, even though the hat might feel snug, it's an oversized hat.
Yeah, because technically you don't want the hat to fall off with a gust of wind, so you want it a little snug. You want it that Jim Jones tight is what you really want.
Yeah. I want to mention that friend of the pod, Jesus asked a very important question last week. He said, 3-6 Mafia or Yin Yang Twins?
It's 3-6 Mafia.
Thank you very much. Our friends over here said Yin Yang Twins. So I got to thinking and I got to looking for, and then Pucho was like, yo, if I'm going to go beat a nigga's ass, I think I'm going to want to listen to the Yin Yang Twins. And I'm like, what Yin Yang Twins is this nigga talking about?
And let me just correct the record here. I went back and played some Yin Yang songs. Got me fucked up. Let me just say, I didn't even know who the Yin Yang Twins were. When you sent me the Whisper song, I was like, damn, I don't remember this. And I looked back and I'm like, every one of their songs is just about like sex. This isn't. I'm like, maybe I got the wrong group.
That's why it was. That's
so
why it
I'll
was
say
odd.
that I'm wrong, and Tony's the only person that is dying on this hill. I told you. I was presented with two Mahongs, and someone's like, "Who do you like better?" I'm like, dude, I don't know. I picked one, and now people are clowning me for it. It's
no, it's because
you said you're gonna go fight. You're gonna go fight with love-making songs. Like, what is
Wait
up
till you
with
see
that?
my dick.
I'm just saying. I'm a New York man.
To the window. You're gonna go beat some nigga's ass.
I'm just saying.
Drop down my balls.
I'm a New York man, all right? But the Southern
so
people
weird.
got fighting music on lock,
Yeah.
Aside from DMX will make you want to fight somebody.
Yes.
I think the Southerners got the fighting music on
Hell
lock.
yeah, bro. You got
Again,
Yeah.
I was wrong.
You got Bone Crusher. You got a little Scrappy.
And this
You
is on
got-
the record, okay? For people saying I never admit when I'm wrong. Go send this to Zeus. That bitch ass
I thought
motherfucker.
you were gonna go tell.
Always saying I won't.
I thought you were gonna tell him to go suck a million cocks.
Oh wow, I would never say that. I just called him a bitch. I was joking. I love you, Zeus.
It's a violation. Jesus would take that shit as a personal attack. And
He might. It's okay. He knows I love him.
yeah, I know.
So, Tony, did you know that our fans don't know who the hell Tom Green is?
Is
This
this
guy
a true
said, I'm
statement?
not gonna lie, I do not know who Tom Screen is.
I want to say Tony doesn't know who Tom Green is.
The black actor?
No. What? Wait, who do you think we're talking about?
Tom
It's a
Green.
You thinking of CeeLo Green?
No, it was a
CeeLo
joke.
Green. Yep.
No,
Strengths match.
CeeLo Green, nigga? No, nigga, I know who the fuck CeeLo Green is. That nigga's ugly. I'm talking about,
Damn.
I was making a joke.
crazy.
He made some decent music. Huh?
He has decent
Respect
music, but he
CeeLo
looks
Green.
ugly. Fuck.
My brother in colorful suits. He got mad colorful suits.
That man's endless with the suit colors.
Yeah, who the fuck do you think Tom Green is?
What do you mean, who the fuck do I think who Tom Green is?
You just said a black man.
Oh, no, I was making jokes. Like the Green Mile, the guy that died, he was the prisoner. Yeah, the special. I
Is
was
his
making
name
the
Tom
jokes.
Green?
No, and I think in the movie his name was like Green or some shit, or maybe because of Green Mile. I put
Alright,
the
just
two
thought the
together.
Green
Nothing
Mile.
America by the Green Mile.
tripping. You're tripping so hard.
But that
But I
stupid
know
ass dude
you
you
just
talking
panicked.
about.
He panicked Google Tom Green while we were all laughing. And
We
now
could
he
see
got
it in
who
his
Tom
glasses
Green-
right
I
there.
can see it in his glasses. The white sheen of Google.
Nah, I had to go look it up. But yeah, I know who this is. They could fucking
He
play in
was
the funny ass
very-
movies. Oh, what was it? The Wiener Dog. Oh,
Freddie got fingered.
Yeah, Freddie
Daddy,
got
would you like a
fingered.
sausage?
Daddy, would you
I
like
didn't
the
like that
sausage?
movie. I did like Road Trip though.
Yeah, Road Trip was
Road Trip
fire.
was good.
Road Trip was like
He's
really
feeding
good.
the fucking rat. He's like, "Are you here for the feeding?" They're like, he used a different for the bloodbath. Or, he said some weird shit. They're like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
What a classic.
Super
Tom Green,
I don't know
Tom
what
Green
I
was
mean.
classic. He had just such a crazy brain, dude. Just such an interesting brain.
He had a way of, in his skits, pissing people off in the real world that didn't feel like it was like really, I don't know. He had a good way of pissing people off.
It didn't feel overly mean.
Yeah. He's a funny guy. He had one skit where it's called Undercutter's Pizza, and he would follow a delivery guy with pizza. And when they get to the door, he tried to undercut what the pizza they were trying to sell to them. He's like, he brought all the toppings. He put the toppings in like a fishing thing. The fishing with all
That's great, dude.
Yeah, it's a good. It's good stuff.
I want to announce a sad day in America, boys.
A sad day.
Yeah. I've officially finished Power Washing Simulator. There are no more things for me to wash.
Did you
I've
get all the
watched
lore though,
everything.
or did you have to do like outside reading and?
There's definitely some outside reading that needs to be done, but there's certainly a little story in the game. There's something there.
We stand corrected, Power Wash Simulator developers.
I think they're right. There is a little something there. You got to read all those tweets or the little blurbs that pop up. But yeah, I washed everything. There's nothing left for me to wash.
Damn.
The entire town is clean now.
Hopefully they
That
make some
sucks.
DLC. Game is fun. Is it an early access or is it a complete game?
I think it is.
It just came out of early access, which is why it got put on Game Pass and all that stuff.
Damn. He went.
Here's another thing. In my notes, I've been doing this thing where every time I want to talk about Power Wash Simulator, I call it Gas Station Simulator. I don't know why I keep doing that. I've never played this game. I've only heard Doey talk about it. Even in my notes, when I went back to look at my notes to see what I did this week, I wrote, "It's a sad day in America, boys. I finished Gas Station Simulator." I wrote that down. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me.
Yeah, Gas Station Simulator, the game where if you take a broom, you could push a car out of the way.
That game is intentionally broken. Gas Station
Yeah.
Simulator.
Yeah.
What have you been up to this week, Tony?
Oh wow, I get to go first. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Work was fun. I've been busy trying to figure out how to teach Luca to climb successfully, like climb like stairs or ladders and stuff, like slides.
You don't want to teach your kid how to climb that.
No,
That's
because he's
the-
already trying to do it. So I'm like trying to be there and show him like steps. And he's got a video the other day. He was with his mother, and he climbed up this little place slide that they got for him. He did it all by himself. Took the steps,
Dude, I
All
don't
the
even tell you guys.
What?
My daughter climbed this massive thing. I was freaking out. I was like, how am I going to get her out of this fucking thing? Yo, on the cruise, because I went on a cruise like a couple weeks back, like a little weekend cruise. There was like this big tower, but that was like, it was like netted or whatever. So it was somewhat safe. She could have took a serious tumble in this thing, but she wouldn't have fell out. You know what I'm saying? She would have just fell a lot and broke her neck or something different than just, falling out like Bran Stark from a certain hit HBO television show. But it's like these like platforms, and you got to like climb on each platform. And we were just vibing on the boat. Me and my wife were chatting. My daughter was like, "Oh, look at this." I just looked at her. I was like, oh, that thing is too big for her. No way. And she just went, vroop, vroop, vroop. And I'm like, she's gone. She's up there. Yo, she was like 30 feet in the air, bro. And like, no, I was like, what the fuck am I going to do? And then, you know, she came back down like 2/3 of the way. And then I had to like climb in. It's for fucking like 8-year-olds. So I'm way too big. I was like squeezing through this shit. And I like snaked through and like grabbed her leg. And I'm like yanking her down. It was, yeah, you don't want to teach your kid how to climb, Tony. So,
I mean, they're gonna want to do it, so I would rather teach them how to do it properly. You know what I mean? Like Liana had practice because she's got all those little climbing things in her house. So you don't. When we was at your house and Luca was climbing those little things, I was a little skeptical because there's a windowsill there. This man's never really been just climbing on top. He's really giraffe baby mode right now. So it's just like, you know, until he gets his balance, you know, then, you know, go ahead and climb whatever. But, you know, it's good to teach them things. If they're doing it already on their own, it's good to kind of show them as best you can. But just be there to catch them if they fall. And if they don't, then they'll learn to do it correct if they don't get hurt too bad. I'm one of those parents that's like, you know, let them learn safely. Like, they're not going to die, but let them learn how to fall and pick themselves back up. It's character building. You know, you need that. If you have a kid that don't know how to overcome obstacles in life, fucking little weak shit, like, no. Overcome.
On that note, if you haven't already, please subscribe. Look us up everywhere you wouldn't. Look us up on Pornhub. What about X Hamster? Have somebody posted us on there?
They probably
Don't think we're
posted
on
you.
any of those.
They definitely posted him.
Yeah. Shout out to all the listeners, all the subscribers, all the likers. You are our 300. You're actually 304, but you are our first 300, and we love you, and we need you to survive. So here's a few kisses.
we love the new 4 people too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm not trying to single you out.
Actually, we would
It's
love.
like King Leonidas is 300 plus King Leonidas, his wife, maybe his kid, and like his dog. That's the 304 right there.
But not
So don't-
that Spartan that betrayed them. The deformed guy, that guy was an asshole. Mm-hmm. Although the Spartans were kind of assholes because they tossed him off the cliff too, right?
Hey, man, it's the Spartan way. It's a different time.
Yeah, they were respectable though. But yeah,
No way. Anybody who's born with
300?
any defect, any baby born with a defect, they just threw them off a mountain to get fed to the wolves.
I was mostly saying like their tactics of battling and shit. The whole
The
Yeah,
baby
that's-
murder. Yeah, I don't think any was. The
That's
One
a
Up
little
podcast
beast.
does not condone baby murder.
No.
Not in any
Undo
way,
Undo boo boo.
in any way, shape, or form.
I need to find that Crayola program. Every time you hit undo, it said undo boo.
But
That's
yeah,
gonna be our-
Awesome. I
that's
didn't know
gonna be
that's
our
where it was
first-
from.
It's gonna be our first shirt right there. It's undo boo boo.
I do, and then I want to get him this. It's like a little remote control, self-sitting, circular fucking toy where he sits in. And it has little joysticks, and he can control it, reverse, spin, or 360. I want him get him that so he can just kind of just like learn how to use his his hands to move where he wants to go, and plus he'll love that stuff. Like, I don't know for what reason took him to the zoo. I think if I told you guys that, I think I told y'all that already.
No.
Oh, well, I took him to the Palm Beach Zoo. Zoo's kind of whack. That zoo's whatever. But he took ownership of the little cart that I got him, that I rented. He did not want to get out. He did not want anybody to touch it. He was like, this is my cart. No one touches this cart.
Damn, Tony's already got a little baby cager going on there. Tony,
Yeah,
how do you feel about
That's
that?
crazy, bro. He went. He didn't even give him a bicycle or nothing to ride. He just gave him a car. He bought him one of those big cars, the Jeep with the radio in it for no reason, and now he has him in a car. That's what I said with the society. It's all fucked up.
Some would say shopping carts don't even make any sense. Everybody should just be riding bikes with little baskets around the supermarket and way more efficient for space. Some would say it.
I like a good basket on a bike. Honestly, I
Same.
used to like bike down every day to the HEB down the way. The HEB is our little like local grocery chain. I used to
fuck
bike
with
down
you.
every day, and I would just get fresh, produce and whatever I was using for dinner that day. It was the tastiest meals in the world, but it was a pain in the ass spending
That's
like an hour like going down and shopping every day.
That's the worst way to shop. Buy the meal and go out and buy the meal at grocery stores for the same night.
Yeah,
every night. That's a waste of time.
Freshest
but
food.
you
dude.
save money and you get the freshest food.
That's why you got a refrigerator. You can keep that shit fresh.
Yeah, but then when you do big ass compras, what happens is you buy like a basket of strawberries, you buy like a big ass thing of veggies, you buy a big ass cheese, and then you don't really consume everything, and then you have to do these periodic fridge cleanouts.
You can
It's
do-
a pain in the dick.
You could do like you can go
And
to
it's
the
a waste
grocery
of
store.
money.
Yes.
You can go to the grocery store and get 3 nights of food, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and all that will be fresh because the food that's sitting at that grocery store has probably been there for more than 3 days. To be honest, other than the vegetables and maybe
the
some
average-
fruits.
I think the average is weeks.
Oh, even
before
worse.
before it makes it to this. It's not worse.
You know what I always find funny is like the people that are like real snobby about sushi, but they live like in the middle of the country, like hundreds of miles away from the ocean. It's like,
Oh shit!
all this fish has been frozen, man. You can't be that picky about a sushi restaurant. You're in the goddamn desert.
Was this Gordon Ramsay?
Nah, but
Yo,
I
hot take. Tostones and tuna. Awesome.
Never tried it.
I'll be honest. I never tried it, but it don't sound good.
shit don't sound nowhere near.
And I'm
like
okay with a tuna sandwich, but I'm just not putting tuna on other things. It's just you hit me with a mangoon tuna years ago,
Oof,
and I gave
that
you a
shit is
similar face.
fire.
That's
Yeah,
just
no, my
crazy.
grandma
I
got
just
me
feel like, why
back
would you
on
put
it.
mango in tuna? It's like
'Cause
there's
we're
so many other
poor.
meats.
Yeah.
Bro, you ain't that poor that you getting cans of tuna. Fuck out of here. You're that poor right now that you're getting cans of tuna to put in your mango?
No. But I would if my grandma made it like that and she gave me. I would
Yeah,
definitely
that's
eat
my
it.
point. It has nothing to do
Yeah.
with being poor. You just like it.
It's a poor thing to do.
I
'Cause
still do like tuna mac and cheese sometimes because that shit is tasty.
this man's
Ooh.
going around the fucking goal, like bro. Like, also, I found out that Luca likes egg salad just like me.
Nice.
I
good
did not
shit,
know
though.
this. Egg salad
egg
is
salad,
fantastic. I don't really
potato
like to
salad.
add. I don't really like to add the peppers and all this other bullshit
Well,
people
I mean,
like to add.
that tracks.
But I'm just a simple man. Eggs and the mayo, light mayo. Just mix it up, put it on the bread. My son likes that shit.
I don't know that I would call just eggs and mayo a egg
Yeah, I don't
salad.
think I would call that egg salad.
What do you call that then?
Also,
Eggs and mayo?
macaroni salad is good too. Macaroni time.
salad. I used to not like it.
As soon as I see macaroni in a salad, I know this place isn't for me. It just doesn't. It's not my crowd. Whoever's whipping out the macaroni salad,
Fuck out of here.
they don't got they ain't whipping out any good dishes.
You get some of that macaroni salad. You get some potato salad with like raisins in it or something.
Exactly. You get the patelitos with the raisins in it, and you're like, who would do this? Who does this?
Radiel Ortiz made a thing. They get oops all raisins like the crunch berries. But it says they get oops all raisins, and he bit into it. Mad raisins.
How was your week, Pooch?
It was good. I told you already. I got a little power washing. It's over. I watched Mike. Y'all seen the Mike Tyson TV show?
Not yet.
No,
I
I've
watched.
been meaning
But
to
I heard
watch
it's
it.
good.
Although Mike Tyson said that they stole the story from him, they didn't like compensate him. So I don't know how I feel about watching it.
Yeah. I don't know about stole. I don't know what that even means, but I mean they're making the story without his wishes. But I don't really care. My thinking is they're gonna go a little harder on him. They could have already gone harder on him for his past, and they didn't in the 2 episodes. But probably, he went to jail for rape. He says he's never did it. There's some questionable things about it. I'm not gonna get into that. But they're probably gonna show him in a more negative light, and he probably wasn't with it.
That makes
That's
sense.
my thinking.
Yeah. Yeah, no. If you're gonna show people's highs, you got to show their lows. It's just a part of life. You're not always gonna. I don't think anybody has the perfect track record.
Yeah. And my new editing TV show, I've been watching Rome. It's
Rome
actually
is
a fucking
good.
good show. This
Rome
show
is
came
real
out in
good.
like 2005 or 04, 07, some shit like that. Old show.
Who is the homie in that? Titus Pulo? Titus
Yo,
something?
Titus Pulo is the motherfucking homie,
He's
bro.
the man, dude.
He's the man, yo. He found out.
Where's this on? What
HBO.
On HBO. It's an old show. Yeah, I'm telling you, HBO got nothing but bangers. You could pick any TV show and you'll enjoy it.
You just started it,
But
by
yeah,
the way?
man. I watched some of it like back then when I was in high school, but I can't remember anything.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm like on episode 7 or something, 6. I've been watching it for 3 days. It takes me hours to edit, so I can watch a lot of TV while I'm sitting there editing.
Yeah, not bad. What about you, Mateo?
Yeah, Titus Pulo, the homie, man. He found out that this woman cheated on his homie with some dude. He ran up on the dude, made him confess all his sins, just killed the motherfucker. He's like, we're done here. He's like, I'm never telling my friend. I'm taking this to the grave. So he just like fixed the wrong and was like, I'm never bringing this up to nobody. Like, you know, extreme circumstance, extreme reaction to the circumstance. But, you know, it's Rome, you know. This is back in the day, man. It's a different time.
Different time, for sure.
Tony, I've just been in vacation prep mode since I'm going up to Deadwood and I'm going to drink whiskey.
What is Deadwood? What is this area?
Deadwood is in South Dakota. It was one of like the big like frontier towns. A lot of like outlaws went there. It's where Wild Bill Hickok was shot there. He was gunned down by the coward. What's his name? Something McCall. I forget the
Awesome. So this shit has some rich history.
It's just a big like country. It's like a big western town with like a lot of history. So we're gonna go drink some whiskey and some cowboy bars. We're probably gonna go and find Bill Hickok's grave. I think that he's got a grave up there.
They got like saloons.
They should have some old school style saloons up there. I want those doors you like push open and they like swing in.
Yeah.
You think they still do like the little whorehouse or whatever in there too? They just walk
Brothel?
I don't think South Dakota has legalized.
Thank you. I was looking for that. Texas did.
I think Texas does have like bunny ranches somewhere.
Bunny Ranch,
I've heard
the Bunny Ranch. It's a very famous spot that everybody should go and visit if they're in Texas.
I've never gone looking for a bunny ranch.
Someone accused you of fornicating with a prostitute, and now you bringing up the prostitutes and saying everybody should go and visit. It would add some water. And the person's a known liar.
That person is Jesus. I'll call him out. The man's a fucking piece of shit. He's a liar. He's been on this warpath.
Damn,
Another hot take.
A habitual line stepper over there, man.
Yeah, he
Legalize prostitution. Another hot take. We should just legalize prostitution.
I don't think that's a hot take anymore. I think that most people are actually fans of that. I don't think there should be anything wrong
Let's
with
legalize marijuana first, then prostitution.
What's funny about the whole legalized prostitution, maybe not funny, interesting, the prostitutes themselves, I think they want to be called sex workers. The sex workers don't want to legalize sex work. They want to decriminalize.
Yes.
Okay, that's
fair.
fair.
That's super
They
fair.
don't want to keep
want the
working
regulation and all.
unregulated.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah, but-
interesting. I don't know how I feel
I
about
think
that.
it should
but,
be regulated because I feel like
if I were the kind of man that was using like sex, that was, partaking in sex workers, I would want it regulated just because I want the testing required and all that.
Yes, you want
a
health
lot
checks.
of these,
Yeah,
A lot
which
of these
makes it
females will be out.
safe.
How's
For
your week
everyone.
been? How's your week been, Doey?
I got a lot. Real quick.
Oh, no.
Down to the
This
Streets
is bad.
2022 was fucking crazy. I wanted to make it to these stops that they were at. I knew it was coming up. I dropped the ball. But I watched an Anthony Panza video on it. Seemed very cool. Down to the Streets 2022. Go check it out. There's also another Bedford burning race. It was an alley cat. Another incredible race. Tony Rodriguez, Track Bike Tony, won that one.
What are you
Shout out to
talking
him.
about?
He's
talking
talking
about a
about
bunch of bike races.
Yeah, he's nothing about him. He's just talking about shit that happened around his area.
That I'm excited that I want to talk about. It just
Oh
look
yeah,
these
I
things
just
up.
don't know. You said
Dawn of the
Dawn
Streets.
of the Streets.
Dawn,
and you didn't even
D-O-N.
talk about it. You just said I don't know
So-
what it is.
The
All right,
worst
so
explanation.
It's just because we're running late, and I feel like
All
I'm
right, go for
as
it, go for
last of the Dawn of the Streets is like a competition. I think it was $5,000 or $10,000 or something like that. It's a bunch of BMX bikers. They set up different places in the city, like on the low to go to, like very popular places in the city, and they best trick award, shit like that. And the shit gets grimy. Some guy
So
broke
this is
his
like
ankle.
New York City X Games.
Yes, but
Okay,
like
that's
yeah,
cool.
like
that.
It's
yeah,
quick. All right.
a lot of
I
fun.
could get jiggy with that. How do you feel about getting jiggy with getting jiggy?
I like it. I can get jiggy with that. Yeah. Jiggy with getting jiggy is nice. So Bedford Burning race is an alley cap, much different. It's an unsanctioned race. You're riding on a road. There's no your traffic. You can be killed, and there are some super sketchy parts.
So this is like watching Brink. We all watch Brink.
I don't know what Brink
Right?
is.
Nickelodeon, I want to say Disney.
Yeah, I think it
Disney
was
Channel
Disney.
movie.
Disney.
Inline skating. They skate all through the city, the most dangerous race. You could get killed.
Illegal
They go
street
down this
racing.
place called the Devil's Backbone. Everybody dies on this thing. Brink survives. He wins first place. Spoilers.
Track Bike Tony won this shit. It was really good. If you want,
Nice.
yeah,
Okay.
it's all on record. So if you go look it up, Bedford Burning 2022. I also have a moment of silence. I cracked the motor mount on my new bike.
Really?
And my motor is in there moving around, doing all sorts of stuff, and I hear it banging up against the cage and shit. And I called today, and I'm like, "Yo, when can I take it in?" They're like, "Just bring it in on Tuesday, because nobody's gonna be able to fix it this weekend."
If I remember correctly, his first bike that cracked the frame,
I cracked the motor mount.
I swear I said, yo, I think you did it, but then you told me it was a manufacturer issue, right?
It's just a weakness. It's a point of strain that is a weak point in the bike.
Let me ask you
They
this.
haven't gotten it down yet,
Tony,
I guess.
is your hypothesis that him running the red lights or eating red lights, as you say, is what's causing the frame?
No, him probably jumping around mad excited with the track bike Tony's and all this racing. He's trying to do some tricks and shit. Probably damaged his bike.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
can see
be
that.
honest. On that bike, if I was to record myself on that bike, I'd get nothing but criticism from you guys, because I ride in a manner that I can ride. I ride very aggressive. I ride in the manner where I know my limits.
You know what?
And
You
even
know,
si-
I want you to do, though. I want you to buy a GoPro, and I want you to do a one-up ride. And I want you to show everybody, how do you ride your bike in New York City? You know, because I think you're aggressive, but in the city you might have to be, because people are dicks. Just saying. I had to ride a
Almost
little
had a guy-
aggressive. Yeah, I had to ride a little aggressive when I was following you, because A, I don't know where the fuck I'm at, and B, motherfuckers don't look, so you're gonna have to. You know?
So I had a
should do
cabbie
that.
tell me that I was gonna get killed tonight, and then I looked at him and I'm like, I also hope you die too.
Jesus.
But why do Doey always thinks that a warning is a wish.
Exactly.
If somebody sees you doing reckless shit and they're like, yo, you're gonna die doing that shit. Doey go, why do you want me to die?
He wants me to ride in the bike lane. He says, "Get out of the road." And
Yeah.
I'm like, no,
that's
bro.
fine.
I'm moving 28 miles an hour. I'm not gonna be in the bike
Yeah,
lane,
I'm
bro.
not defending the cabbie. You're ignoring what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's tight.
Go off,
he's done.
Chief.
He's done.
Go off, King.
Go
Go
off.
off.
That's what I told him every time when speed kills, it gets, oh, you want me to die. No, nigga, you're
No.
speeding. Like, slow it down a little bit. That's it.
I'm just, I guess
All right.
maybe I like the thrill. Okay. All right. What else do I have here? I've been playing Inscription. All right. Inscription, fabulous game. If you like deck builders, fucking incredible. It's like deck building with a twist.
It's got a little bit of it like an escape room kind of game in there.
Loved it.
It's wild. Yeah, man, I can't wait to discuss that with you. I want you to get further so I can talk about that with you.
I
for sure.
hate puzzles, but I love this game. I love the way everything was integrated. I think it has really masterful writing, and I'm super into it. Also into Yakuza Like a Dragon, and we can roll on to the first topic.